Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another solo board game playthrough. Today we're going to be doing a playthrough of Everdell Duo. This is the hot craze with the duo, the dual craze that's happening. So we're going to be doing Everdell Duo here. It is a 1 to 2 player Everdell game. It can be played competitively or cooperatively, and then because by a byproduct of co-op, it can be played solo. The game for the co-op / solo can be done two different ways. There's a challenge mode and there is a campaign book. The campaign book does some pre-setup things with some of the goals and things like that, and then you have to meet a certain threshold of points to move on. There's additional cards and things like that for the campaign mode. It's 15 games total. The co-op mode or the challenge mode is just kind of either a one-off where you can just take one of the challenges from the campaign, or you can kind of randomize some stuff, and then there's some variable difficulties for the AI. Really, the AI is just going to collect some cards and block us, and really just going to see if we can outscore her. Miss Thorn is the AI. She's the skunk. So to place her little skunk tokens out, we're going to start by we're playing the normal difficulty. We're going to be placing 1 on the event. We start always at the beginning of the game on the A event. Then we're going to place 3 in the meadow. We're going to roll this die, and there's spots 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we'll roll those and place her in those spots. It'll make sense here in a moment what those are for. Since she rolled a 3, we'll move it to a 4, and then 6. And then finally, the worker placement slots at the bottom. We'll do the same thing. Okay. This game, at the end of the day, is a worker placement game and a tableau building. Now, a normal Everdell or a competitive version of this game, we're building our own city, our own tableau. And the co-op version, we're sharing that city. So things that affect when you play cards will affect both players. Both players have access to the worker placement spots. Actually, you have access to them regardless of which version you're playing. And various other things. So we can do one of 3 things on our turn. And I'll show you this right here. Actually, we'll zoom in. We can do one of 3 things on our turn. We can either place one of our workers out on one of the worker placement spots. There are 3 potential worker placement spots. The vast majority of them will be down here where we're going to get resources. When we fulfill enough of the requirements for these events, we can go up here and take those events. And then we'll have destination cards, these red ones. If they're in our city, we can go use them from our city and activate those effects. That will move the moon token or the sun token forward. We can play a card, either play a card from our hand, which we each have our own hands, so in our set of resources, or we can play a card from the meadow, so long as it's adjacent to at least the sun or the moon token. And by adjacent, it would be, in this example, those are all adjacent, so we could play one of those cards. That will move the moon token forward. And then finally, we can either take a card from the top of the deck or from the meadow, and that will move either one token forward. Once a token is reached as far right as it can go, the skunks are blocking the spaces, it can no longer be moved, so no action that would let you move that can be taken. And then when both of these reach the very end, then we will proceed to the next season, which is the next round. Also, as an anytime action, we can discard 2 cards of any kind, or discard 2 cards to get 1 resource of any kind. There are 4 resources in the game. There are twigs, berries, resin, and pebbles. Okay, so with all that being said, we'll just hop into it. This is also a sharing tile, which will let us pass resources between the characters. Okay, so we're going to start with winter, and winter, this tells us what things we get to do at the beginning of the round, as well as who goes first. So for winter, the hare will go first, and we're going to be able to draw a card from the top of the deck and take 1 card from the meadow. We could do it in either. We could give either player both things or give them 1 each. And kind of just assessing what we have going on here. These spots here are going to be really nice for resin and for resin just in general. So maybe when we get this bank, that might not be bad. It might be kind of easier to build out possibly. If we take that, especially if we take this spot, that could 2 resin and a thing, we would just need 2 pebbles. I got a lot of these which require a ton of berries. Edge of map. I wonder if that means we just have 3 of 1 single type. That's probably what that one means. Okay. So I think we are going to take... man, I don't know what to take. In the meadow... Let's actually take this locomotive for them, and we're going to take the top card of the deck for the hare, or the tortoise. Okay, so the hare will go first. The thing is, the first action we're going to take this turn, we are going to go here, and we're going to take 2 resin and a twig. That will move the sun marker 1 space forward. For the tortoise, we're going to go here to take a resin and 2 berries. I will also move this forward now because there's some here skipping. Since there's a skunk there, it'll skip there, which means we can only one more player can place a worker this turn. Okay. Unfortunately, I really can't do a whole lot. So is there anything I can play that's in the city? I could play this, but I'm not going to be able to really activate it because I have no buildings that would work. So I think what we'll do as our last action for the hare is we'll take a card from the meadow and we'll take a occupy token. This lets us place a critter of the same type as a building with this token without paying the cost. So we're going to do that, and we're going to take a card from the meadow. And I think the card I want to take from the meadow is this. We'll take that card. This gets refilled, and now this gets done, and no more of these can be taken. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend a berry to place out this spelunker. This will allow us on production to discard a card and draw a card and get 1 point token. So we're going to discard a card, and I think I'm going to discard this hotel. We'll get to draw a card, and we'll get a point token. These point tokens are shared between players. And then that'll move this forward. Is there a card that we can play? I don't think there's a card we can play, so we're just going to take a card from the top of the deck. That'll move this forward again. And then finally, we've got the tortoise. Is there anything we can play? It doesn't look like it. I could play this wanderer, but it's not going to get me anything, so I don't think it's worth doing. So I think what we'll do is we're going to give this to... We're going to give this... We can give a card, a resource, and this is just a free action. We're going to give this to the hare, and we're just going to draw a card from the top of the deck. Okay, so then this would go back to the hare, and then we've ended the round. I guess technically it says at the start of their next turn they would get it, so they wouldn't get this to the start of their next turn. Okay, so we're going to end the round. Now, when a season ends, we are going to... I didn't give... So she should have started with 3 cards, which I forgot to give. So she starts with 3 cards. These are going to be endgame scoring for her. I forgot to give these to her. So she should have gotten other stuff, but we're just going to forget about that. She's going to take cards based on the positioning here of this. So all of her skunks in the meadow are going to take the card pointing upward to the skunk. And then this one, since it's not pointing anywhere, it's going to get a card from the top of the deck, which is not great because it's getting a bunch of prosperity cards. And then we're going to pull these off. We're going to pull our workers back. Let's refill. And then we're going to get rid of this. These will come off. We'll bring in new ones. Let's roll. And we're going to place these out. Oh, and she took this. So she'll score that at the end of the game. So now she's going to take that. If we can't beat her to it, she'll take that. This gets placed there. That gets placed there. This gets placed there. There. And there. Okay. Next, we're going to do production and a card draw. I'm going to produce... The Spelunker is going to produce for the hare, so we'll discard a card. I think the card we'll discard will be this monk to get a point and draw a card. And then I will draw a card for the tortoise, and they will get to go first this round. So this would be nice to get just so we have that production there. I think what we'll do is we'll go here. We'll get 2 twigs and 2 of these berries. This will move that token forward. Now I want to get this, I want to get out this locomotive, but I also want to get out this theater if possible, especially because I can use this to get out this architect, which would be really, really nice. So if I want to get the theater out, I need to go either here. Oh, this is really the only place I could go. Oh, but getting this conductor out would be also very nice too, because we'd be able to place a worker to activate one of the spots here and get a point. We do want to keep in mind that we'd have to have 3 production. We have to have, so for these we have to have the requirements and the minimum amount in the parentheses. So we'd have to have a minimum of 5 production and governance buildings, so blue and green buildings. But if the skunk token is on there, then we have to add 1 to it in order to get it. So I don't think we're going to be able to play out 6 of those total, because there's only 1 here and we've got 2 here. So we'd have to really try to figure that out, which I don't know how well we'll be able to do that. Oh, I have 1 here, so maybe we can get that out, but I need some berries. Oh, and then actually we got this card here, so I forgot about that too. Actually this could come in handy, so let's do this. We'll go here, we'll progress this forward. We will get a stick and a berry, and we'll end the go. So for us over here, let's go ahead and spend these 2 for a barn. We produce one of these. That'll move this forward. Over here, we will spend this to play this Wanderer. Now this lets us gain 1 point or 1 resource for each construction in our hand. We've got 2 of those in our hand. I think I'm going to use them to get resources. So we're going to use it to get... a pebble and a twig, and I'm going to pass this card over to the tortoise. So it's going to move this up 1 space for playing a card. Tortoise gets this card now. We're going to spend the last action on this turn placing out this master builder. After you play a construction, we gain 1 of any resource, and we're going to spend these 4 to play him. This pushes forward. And no more cards can be played, or no more of that action can be played this round, but we're going to do that. Which is kind of a bummer because I can't play anything, but that is what it is. So I don't think I'm going to be able to achieve those goals there. So I think for the meantime, we'll go here, and we'll take 2 of these. And this will push this forward. Okay, that'll be the end of the second round. She'll take that, and now it's going to be the down direction. So it's going to take this one, and this one, which that prosperity is kind of a bummer because, again, they score a ton of points for that. We'll pull these off. Those get discarded. And then we'll reset. We'll roll. So 3, 6, 2, 6 loops back around to 1, 4, and 3. Ugh, keeps blocking the wood. Okay. So this time we're going to be able to just take a card from the meadow. I think I want to take... They're going to take... What do we want to take from the meadow? If I can get this, I need... so this is... we do have 2... We have 1 building here, and we have 3 of these. So we need to get some more buildings out. So I can probably go here 1 turn and go here a second turn, especially if I can play something out this turn with this person and take that from under them. So I guess we'll take... Is there something easy I can take? Ooh, achieve any event uneligible. Wait, achieve any unclaimed event you are eligible for. How does the juggler work? Do we just take it from a... When played, you immediately achieve any token that you're eligible for, even if location is blocked. You do not get a reward. We're taking this juggler because that seems awesome. Okay. Okay, so we're going to start with the hair. Oh, man. Okay. That seems really good. And I can maybe work my way up to the other ones, because that I don't even have to worry about that. So let's go ahead and actually play this juggler. We're going to play this juggler here. And we're going to achieve anything we're ineligible for, so we're going to achieve that. Which is real nice. But we have plenty of critters, so we need some more constructions before we get that out. So we did play a card. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll place here. We'll get 2 twigs and a resin. That's going to progress this. Let's place out a locomotive. So we'll spend 1 of each of these to place this out, and then we can play a card by the sun token for a -3 discount. That will progress that forward. I could place my worker here and play out something at a -3 resource discount. If I take this will let us do some production, and then we have each of those. We can take that achievement on our next turn. So I think we're going to do that. We're going to place here. It's going to let us build 1 of these at a -3 discount. And I think I will take this greenhouse. So we're going to take this greenhouse. We're going to play it at a -3 discount. We place the worker, so this gets pushed forward. Then we get to activate this. We can activate 2 productions in our city that aren't the same. We'll get to get 1 of these, which we'll take here. And then we get to activate this one. Actually, I guess it's me doing it, so I have to do both. So we're going to take this. We'll discard that to draw a card. I guess they're both me. So we're going to do that. Okay, we're going to spend her or him to go there. We have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to get this achievement. We'll get a resin for taking that achievement. That's going to move that forward. And then I'm not really able to play anything. Maybe I can play something up here. We're going to do this. We're going to play this card because it's adjacent to the sun. It's going to be 2 of these and the twig to play this hot air balloon. It lets us activate a destination spot in either the meadow or our city. So the options we have this, which lets us take a card, lets us get a point, lets us get a 1 of these tokens. We have this one, which lets us draw 2 cards from the meadow, and you can play any one of them at a discount of 2. This lets us activate 1 of these spots and get a point. Then we can do this, which is play something adjacent to the sun at a -3 discount. Which... I think... How many of these do I have? I have 1. So I need 2 of these each to do that. So if we activate this one, we can grab 2 things from the meadow and then play 1 at a 2 discount. I think I'm going to do this. So I'm going to do the teacher. That's the effect I'm going to activate. I'm going to activate it. I'm going to take this card from the meadow, and I'm going to take... I need another blue card. We'll take this card from the meadow. We can activate 1 of those at a 2 discount. We're going to activate this. We're going to play this at a 2 discount, which is this lookout, which when we place a worker here, we can activate 1 of those spots and get a point. And then we'll refill everything. And then this will move forward. They're going to take this card, and the top card of the deck. No events are taken, so we'll pull everybody back. Pull back. And then we'll refill. And we'll roll. I think they should have 12 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So let's re-roll. 2. They're going to go there. So those are not blocked for us. 6. 5. these get replaced. 3, 2, oh, bummer. And 1, oh, bummer. Both of those are taken. Okay. The tortoise will go first. We're going to be able to take 1 card from here and also do production. When we do production with all these things now, it doesn't matter. We can choose which one to take. So we have 2 productions. I think we're going to give this one here. We'll dump this card to draw a card, and we'll do a point token. So I'll do that, and then we're going to let him produce this here, I think. And we'll take a card from the meadow. The card that we're going to take from the meadow is going to be this card, and I'm going to give this card to him. Okay, let's begin. So the tortoise will go first. I think what I want to do is I need to get this out, but I don't really have good resources for this. We're going to play out this peddler. We're going to spend the 2 of these to play the peddler out. Oh, I don't have any resources, so I don't want to do that. Well, that's not good. We can place a worker by the sun at a discount. Okay, let's do this. We're going to go here, and we're going to activate this ability. We're going to, oh, I need a 3 discount. So this is a 3 discount, so we're going to spend 1 berry for this historian. At the end of the game, we're going to get 1 point for each card in our hand, and we can choose which one of the players it's going to count for. So we've done that. This is going to progress this token forward, and we're going to flip this over. I wanted to place this out, but my resources aren't quite what they need to be. So we'll go... And I also need to be able to get this stuff. So we can actually achieve this because we have 1 of everything. We've got 1, 2, yes. So we're going to go here. We're going to take this token, and we're going to take a card from the meadow. And I think the card I'm going to take from the meadow is going to be... I think the card from the meadow that I'm going to take... I guess it doesn't matter. We'll take this. This progresses forward. So if I need to be able to play out one of these cards. I don't have the resources for us to do it here. So I think I can place this here to activate this, and then on my last turn pass this over to play it. This is the last worker placement spot I can take. And I need to be able to get this. So we need to hold off on that. So I have to play a card this turn. For me to play a card, I could dump 2 cards to play this peddler, but then I'm not going to really be able to activate its effect. I could take a card from the offering just to move the moon up. Maybe I could pass this over, but I want to get this theater out. But I'll pass the Gazette over. So I think we'll just take a card from the top of the deck to move the moon token over, and we're going to pass this over to the hare. So the hare gets this card. We're going to have the hare play the Gazette. So it's going to be these 2 and a resin to play the Gazette. After you play a card from your hand, gain a money. And that way we get a resource, which I don't know that I should have gotten this from before, and I didn't. So after you play a construct or construction, gain something. We'll use it to gain a wood. Now this gets pushed forward. Now we do have 2 blues and 2 reds, so we are going to go here as our last action. We'll take this. That'll push this forward, and we'll also get to take a card from the top of the deck. And then as our last thing over here, I'm going to give a card to the hare. And can we play this on something? Hold on. Let me think about this for a second. Move 1 of your workers to a new location. Activate it even if it's already occupied. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to pass this ranger over to them, but we're going to use our occupy token on the Gazette to play the Stargazer. After you play a card from your hand, gain a point. And then this would be later on after you play a card from the meadow, gain a point. That's going to push this forward. Oh, I guess he doesn't ever get this card. Because I think it has to be at the beginning of your... Because I believe the sharing token at the beginning of your next turn. Let me just double check that. It says, yep, it says they gain at the start of their turn, so they're actually not going to be able to use it. So is that a better option, or do I want to play something else out? I think that's probably the best option. So we're going to go ahead and end the game. They're going to take this, this, and the top card of the deck. And we're going to go into final scoring. So the way final scoring works, we are playing Miss Thorn on normal. So she will get 20 points just straight up. Points for all the point values on the cards, any events that she achieves, and 4 points additionally for every prosperity card. So she gets 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, nothing, 24, 25, 26, 27, 26, that's -1, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 51, 52, 52, 52, 62, 66. She has 66. She ends the game with 66 points. Okay, now we're going to do our end game scoring. We score any of our tokens, our achievements here, and then our city, and then any prosperity cards that we have. So 66 is what to beat. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. The historian will do this hand. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 28, 38, 49. So we kind of got destroyed. But that is going to be it. So we lost 49 to 66. I was able to beat the easy fairly easy, but the normal is a little harder. So even with all these achievements, we just weren't able to get enough of the prosperity stuff going. So 49 to 66, we did lose the game. But that is going to be Everdell Duo. Like I said, there's also this campaign mode, and so each of these gives us a setup. And there are some additional tokens and cards that are used to give us some bonuses and things like that, and some other parameters that kind of make things hard for us, and some achievements to do while we're going through it. So that's going to be it. I think the campaign mode can be done fairly quickly. I mean, a game of this, if you're just playing on your own, you can probably knock out in like 20 minutes. So anywho, that's Everdell Duo. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.